So welcome back guys, you are watching Rising Kudasira, and in the previous video we have just created routes for our to-dos application, and in this video we are going to create a page which will display to-dos. So here we are going to create a folder which is going to be views, and we'll talk about this folder later on. This is going to be a folder where we are going to have all our static pages for right now, and inside this views folder we are going to create one file which is going to be index.html. Create a boilerplate. Let's give it to do. So right now guys, we are going to start our live preview. So you can just click here and show preview, and here we are going to have an h1 tag inside which we are going to say to do's, and we are going to give a color for this which is going to be, so let's add style at this point only. So we are going to say style color, and this is going to be maroon, which is like in brown. Right now we are going to create an anchor tag. Let's give a slash, and here we are going to create a button element, and here I'm going to say plus add to do. So here we are going to create a div. So div dot to do body. We are going to give a class to do body to do body, and this is going to be the class. Our to dos will be ordered list. So we want here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want some numbers. We are going to keep it inside ordered list, and you can make list like this is to do 1. So you can just see here there will be a number. If I'm going to add more, so you can just get the numbers. We want a line which will be horizontal line. So for this we are having a tag which is hr. So below hr tag we are going to create a div which is going to be list, is going to be the class list, lists, and inside this div we are going to have one more div which is going to be list. So div dot list. So we are just going to create one list. So let's list and li tag right code. This is going to be the list. We are going to create a small form. But right now we can just remove this action. We'll talk about it later on. Here we are going to create a button which is going to be edit. If we want to edit that particular to, then we can edit it. I can just change from write code to debug code. Similarly, what we are going to do is we are just going to create one more form, and here a button which is going to be delete. If I'm going to click on delete, that to do will be deleted. So instead of saying delete, we are going to say done, and here we need a tick symbol. So here guys, we are just get a green tick. So you can come inside this heart symbol if you are using Windows 10 or 11. So here you get this green tick, and you can just see simultaneously it will be able to see on this button also. So yes, you can just refresh the page. Okay, so it is just done. So after this form, we want one more HR tag to get in line. So below this div, we are going to have a class for paragraph, and this is going to be time, where we are going to show our time, and this is going to be time. So we are going to show our time when the today is created, when it is updated, so that time will be displayed over here. Let's remove HR from here, and let's put HR below this. We are going to put it. Right now we have just created the HTML page, so we need one more folder which will have CSS files. So for this I'm just going to create a folder which is going to be public. So let's create a public folder, and inside this public folder we are going to create one more folder which is going to be style, where we are going to add all this style, and inside this style folder we are going to have a file which will be style.css. Below this title you can just say link, and you get an option of CSS which is going to come outside the folder which is inside views. For right now we are inside views. We are going to come outside the folder, and from this folder, coming outside from this folder, what we can do is move inside our public folder inside style and style.css. For all we are going to say background color as red. So you can just see it is just connected properly. If we are going to keep all the background color as white smoke, so let's add this to the page, and right now we are going to style this list dot list, and here what we are going to do is we're going to say display flex, because we want everything in the line. You can just see it was on the new line. So here we're going to say margin top as 10 pixel, and font size will be 25 pixel. So let's make font size as 25 pixel. The next style we are going to do is to button. So directly we can just say button because it is an element. So here margin left will be 15 pixel. So let's make it margin left, which is going to be 15 pixel. Okay, so you can just see there is some spaces between this. So you can just see the border to button. So we can just say border as none. So border as none. So border will be disappeared from here. We are not able to see the outline for the button. So what we are going to do is we are going to say box shadow. 0 pixel, 2 pixel, 3 pixel. We are going to use a gray color for this. And here this is going to be, and you can just see the buttons right now. Let's add a 5 pixel border radius. You can just see there will be a border radius. So as I move here, we are not able to see a pointer. So what we can say here is cursor as pointer. Let's make it pointer. So right now, if I'm going to come here, I will be able to see a pointer to that particular button. And we are going to apply a transition, which is going to be 0.5 seconds, because as I am going to hover, we are going to give a color. The color will be changed. So for this, we're going to say transition, which should be done in smooth way, like an animation. So for this, we can just say 0.5 seconds. When the button is hover, we want some changes. So we're going to say button hover. Text will become white, and the background color, which is right now white, it should get black. So right now, if I'm going to move, you can just see a transition 0.5 seconds. The box shadow for this as well. So this box shadow is also going to be similar. So we are going to say 0 pixel, 2 pixel, 3px gray. You can copy it as well, no problem. The next is time, which we have just written here. We are having the dot time class. So what we can do is dot time font size to 15 pixel, make it font size 15px. We are having a class which is to do body. So what I'm going to say is to do body margin left as 15px. Okay, right now we want some space from the left side. So before this, we need some space. So we are having and NBSP, which is non-breaking space. We are going to add it. And one more time, we are going to add it. So and NBSP, which is non-breaking space. So you can just see some space from the left side. Also for this button, we are going to add one space and NBSP. Okay, so it will be in a proper line. Two more things which we need to do is here, I'm just going to say here 40 pixel this peak, and we want the space between them. So what we can do is come inside index.html. So here we can come, and here we can use add a non-breaking space. So what I can just say MBSP non-breaking space, and here we are able to see the space. So this is the thing which we have just created. And if you're new to this channel, please do like this video, please do share this video, please do subscribe. So this is all about today's video. Thank you guys for watching this video.